The blood is already boiling, and the passion continues. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Mamba's Starlight Stage. When it comes to the strong matchups in the playoffs, which pair do you most want to see and least want to see? The matchup I'm going to talk about now is the one that I both want to see and don't want to see. That is the matchup between Westbrook and Harden. 13 years ago, the peak Westbrook led the young Harden in fast break dunks, which delighted the fans. Now let's talk about the story of Westbrook and Harden. The Los Angeles Clippers on the last day of the regular season defeated the Golden State Warriors 124-119 in overtime. First, let's quickly review the game in 2 minutes. At the beginning of the game, the two cores of the Clippers took the lead in exerting their strength. Facing the good flexibility of the Warriors' defense, Harden made a strong three-point shot just before the time expired, and scored steadily, helping the Clippers get off to a good start. Leonard was also in hot form and easily scored by fast break layups. Then, Stephen Curry found his touch. He made a three-point shot first, then he passed the ball hand-in-hand with Draymond Green, and staged a classic Curry-Green connection, assisting Draymond Green to make a layup. Jimmy Butler showed the attributes of a tough guy in the playoffs. With consecutive dunks and and-one layups, he joined forces with Podziemski to help the Warriors launch an offensive climax of 13-1. After the first quarter, the Warriors led the Clippers 33-25, with an 8-point advantage. Halfway through the second quarter, it seemed that the Clippers' skill cooldown had just ended, with Leonard receiving a pass from Harden under the basket and making an easy layup. The Clippers suddenly seemed to be fully awakened. Ivica Zubac stood under the basket, received the ball and dunked. Chris Dunn was also in hot form and made consecutive three-point shots from the outside. The Clippers launched an offensive of 18-6 and overtook the score in the last offensive play of the first half for the Clippers. Norman Powell, who didn't have a high presence, transformed into a cold-blooded killer. He made a long three-point shot, and it went into the basket at the buzzer. The second half begins. Butler is in hot form. He has everything from layups, dunks to fade-away jumpers. He scores 8 points in 2.5 minutes. Harden isn't to be outdone, facing layers of defense. He scores with floaters and bank shots. In the following round, Simmons grabs the rebound and makes a wonderful pass to Jones. The latter catches the ball and takes off, dunking over Curry with one arm. The point difference is widened to 6 points. The scores of both sides still alternate in the lead. At the last moment, Leonard fails to make a game-winning long two-pointer against Green's defense. The two sides enter overtime. In overtime, Harden scores first. He hits consecutive three-pointers from the outside to help the Clippers take a 6-point lead. At the last moment, Hield catches the ball and fails to make a forced three-pointer from the outside, missing the chance to tie the game. Finally, the Clippers defeat the Warriors 124-119 away from home. After this game, the Clippers completely secure their playoff spot. This is also the 16th season in Harden's career that he has made it to the playoffs, making him the first active player to do so. They will enter the playoffs as the 5th-seeded team in the Western Conference, and their opponent is the Denver Nuggets. After firing Malone and Booth, the Nuggets are trying to save the decline of this season. This is in contrast to the situation in the Clippers. Since the beginning of March, the Clippers have been in hot form. They have won 18 out of the last 23 games, and are well prepared to go further in the playoffs. Perhaps for the first time in many years, the Clippers have such favorable conditions. Leonard looks very healthy, even though he played 47 minutes in the game against the Warriors. And in Sunday's game, Harden also showed that he can still display the necessary explosiveness when the team needs him. Nevertheless, the series against Jokic won't be easy. This will be a tough battle for the Clippers. Leonard's problem has never been his talent. Leonard is one of the greatest basketball players in history. However, in the past few years, he has been troubled by injuries, which have limited his overall influence and completely shattered the Clippers' championship hopes. Since suffering a torn ACL in the second round of the 2021 playoffs, Leonard has only participated in 4 playoff games, 2 games in 2023 and 2 games in 2024. In 2023, Leonard suffered a torn meniscus. In 2024, a knee injury forced him to return to play in 2 games, against the Dallas Mavericks. But it seems that the Clippers have now found a perfect plan to enable Leonard to play at his best at the right time. Given that the Nuggets' defense hasn't been as good as before in recent years, the Clippers have a chance to advance to the second round. But in the playoffs, for a superstar, it's most important to be on standby at all times, perform stably and seal the victory of the game. When healthy, Leonard averaged 30.4 points per game in his last playoff campaign, with a true shooting percentage as high as 67.9%. If Leonard can reach this level this year, their goal of winning the championship won't be too far away, and the only requirement of the team is that Leonard can play in every game of the series. In the matchup against Nikola Jokic, the playing time of the Clippers center Zubac exactly matches that of Jokic. Zubac has sufficient size, great strength, and the willingness to engage in physical confrontation, which can at least interfere with Jokic. The key for Zubac is to avoid foul trouble and stay in the best condition. Making things difficult for Jokic will be his top priority. Since his debut, Harden has played for 5 teams in 16 seasons, and has never missed the playoffs. In the 2009 NBA Draft, at the age of 20, Harden was selected by the Oklahoma City Thunder with the 3rd pick in the first round. In his first season, Harden came off the bench in 76 regular season games, averaging 9.9 points, 3.2 rebounds, and 1.8 assists per game in 23 minutes. Under the leadership of KD, the Thunder eventually finished with a record of 50 wins and 32 losses. In the first round of the playoffs, the Thunder lost to the Los Angeles Lakers with a score of 2-4. In his second season, Harden's performance improved further, averaging 12.2 points, 3.1 rebounds and 2.1 assists per game. At the same time, KD won the scoring title again, and Westbrook was selected to the All-Star team. The Thunder achieved a record of 55 wins and 27 losses, ranking 4th in the Western Conference, and advanced all the way to the Western Conference Finals in the playoffs. In his 3rd season, Harden still played the role of a bench bandit. With his excellent performance of averaging 16.8 points, 4.1 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game, he became the 2nd youngest player in history to win the 6th Man of the Year award. In this season, the Thunder had a regular season record of 47 wins and 19 losses, ranking 2nd in the Western Conference. However, unfortunately, they lost to the Miami Heat 1-4 in the finals. Looking back on the entire period when they were with the Thunder, Harden and Westbrook became very close brothers, and their relationship was extremely intimate. Although they later played for different teams on the court, this friendship remained deep. Westbrook once gave Harden a watch worth $2 million at Harden's birthday party. Harden also said that he would cherish this gift from his brother for the rest of his life. When they both played for the Clippers in 2023, as a good brother, Harden also expressed his attitude towards the distribution of ball possession and other aspects. He said that he would make sacrifices and was willing to give up the ball possession to Westbrook for the victory of the team. Harden recognized Westbrook's ability and influence on the game. He emphasized that everyone was working towards a common goal, which was to help the Clippers achieve good results. Harden believed that his arrival would make the team better. Everyone should work together to adapt and integrate. Harden showed a positive attitude, emphasized the importance of teamwork, and was willing to work hard with teammates like Westbrook for the championship dream. With the increase of age, there have been many reports that Harden has difficulty playing efficiently on the court. And in the playoffs, when the defensive players pay more attention to Harden, his shooting is often difficult. With the defensive intensity of players like Leonard and Powell, Harden may have more room to play. Anyway, Harden has often led the team alone this season. I hope that the Clippers can strive for a higher level, and I especially hope that Harden can get the coveted championship ring in the near future. If we say that Westbrook was at his best during his time with the Thunder, then his current period with the Nuggets is his 2nd strongest form. Similarly, as he gets older, Westbrook, who is in the late stage of his career, has seen a significant reduction in both ball possession and playing time. Therefore, in recent seasons, Westbrook has also changed his previous violent playing style. For example, his previous breakthrough dunks have been changed to layups. There is less of the previous edge in the offensive end, and he has changed more to fierce defense. So far this season, Westbrook has performed well on the defensive end. According to a recent statistic, at the age of 36, Westbrook can limit the shooting percentage of the players he defends to below 42.9%, and he is a highly efficient defender in the Nuggets. In addition to his efficient connection with Jokic, Westbrook's finishing efficiency under the basket has also been improved. This season, Westbrook's shooting percentage in the 3-second zone is over 70%, and he is the most threatening offensive point to the basket for the Nuggets. Apart from Jokic, such performance has made the fans' admiration for Westbrook even stronger. It's nothing for a historical superstar to only get an annual salary of $3 million. The key is that with such an annual salary of $3 million, he often plays with all his might. Perhaps at this moment, you finally understand Kobe's words that Westbrook is the most like me in the league. In 2016, Durant left Oklahoma City and joined the Golden State Warriors. At this time, Westbrook was at a friend's party, and he received a farewell text message from the former. No one knows the specific content of that text message. It's just that according to Westbrook's friend, Russell didn't show much change in his expression after receiving the text message, and he just mumbled to himself. A month ago, the Thunder were eliminated by the Warriors with a score of 3-4 in the Western Conference Finals. At the end of the season, the team leader KD chose to leave. This scene is very similar to the Purple and Gold Lakers in 2004. In that year, the F4 lost to the Pistons 1-4 in the finals. Then the Lakers' dynasty disintegrated overnight. O'Neal went to the Heat and Malone retired. The burden of leading the team alone was handed over to Kobe. The day after the party ended, Westbrook visited Kobe, and they carried out one-on-one special training in a training gym in Los Angeles. From the few photos that have been spread from the scene, it can be seen that Kobe gave guidance to Westbrook, who was standing beside him. From the details, the latter had a serious and solemn expression, like a student listening attentively. In that summer, Westbrook also set a more strict training plan for himself. Starting at 8 o'clock every morning, he trained from physical fitness to shooting and then to the footwork and defense. At that time, the Thunder's training gym couldn't be used because of renovation. Westbrook could only drive to the farther Oklahoma City every day, leaving in the early morning and coming back at sunset, and hard work pays off. After the new season started, Westbrook averaged a triple-double of 31.6 points, 10.7 rebounds and 10 assists per game, winning his first regular season MVP. This made the whole Oklahoma City boil with excitement, and also left a profound mark for his name in the league's Hall of Honor. In short, in this year's first round, the Clippers and the Nuggets are evenly matched. What I most hope to see is the brotherly matchup between Westbrook and Harden. I hope that they can each play at their peak level and go all out in every encounter, regardless of the result of the game. I hope that Harden and Westbrook can continue to shine in their respective journeys, have a smooth basketball path, and this rare brotherly love can continue all the time, and become the warmest existence in each other's careers. Well, that's all for today's video. Subscribe to the channel, and see you in the next video.